add a cup of boiling water, and then I'm going to whisk. Mixed up all of those ingredients. Now I need to add a cup of cold water to the bowl. The cold water in here makes it a lot more soupy. It was thicker before I put the cold water in there. So next what I need to do is stir in the yeast mixture, which is over there. So I'm just going to put that in there. As you can see, it's all bubbled up. It's reacting. And then I just stir this together. And now comes the fun part. I need to add the flour gradually. So it takes 4.5 cups of flour. Flour of your choice. So I'm just going to do that now. Correction, I actually add in total will be 6.5 cups. But I'm going to gradually add in the 5 cups, and then I'm going to knead the rest of it in when I'm done. So there's just 1 cup in there, and I'm going to mix this all together, and I'm going to scrape down the sides, and then I'm going to add another cup. Hold out my whisk to get these lumps out of here. Cup number 2, I'm going to start out by mixing it with my spoon, and then as I get it incorporated pretty well, then I'm going to use my whisk to get out the lumps, because I don't want to use my whisk for the whole thing, because when this gets thick, it gets really hard to get out of your whisk because of the stickiness of the molasses. So this is what it looks like with just being mixed with my spoon and scraping down the sides. Kind of looks like baby poo. So now I'm just going to take this out, beat it off a bit, get the stuff off it, set that there, throw in my whisk, and I'm going to beat the lumps out of it. It doesn't have to be perfect getting the lumps out of this now, because you're going to knead this all together and incorporate the lumps anyway. So I just did the best that I can, and now I'm going to add my 3rd cup of flour. Cup number 3. To the 3rd cup, this is getting pretty thick. I've got rid of my whisk now, and I'm going to be just mixing it with my spoon and eventually with my paws. So I'm going to add number 4 cup now. This is after my 4th cup. Now I'm going to put another 1/2 cup in. Half in. Another 2 to go. 1 I'm going to pour in, and 1 I'm going to knead in. I had a little bloop. I didn't have enough flour to finish my bran bread, so I had to run up to the store and grab some bread and flour. But I've kneaded it all together. Now I'm just going to cut it into 4ths, and because it will make 2 loaves of bread, and then I'm going to put it in my, once I get them greased, loaf pans. And then I'm going to put them in a really warm place to let them rise, covered with a kitchen towel. And after they rise, I'm going to put them in the oven, but make sure you put them somewhere where it's like 80 degrees so that they rise. All I did was dip my knife in the flour, and I'm just cutting these into quarters. And then I'm going to shape them into balls with my hands and some flour and place them in there. So I've got my balls shaped into my pans. There's one, and there's the other one. Now I'm just going to put them in a warm place and cover them with each with a tea towel. Side of my loaf got a little because I hit my arm on it because the dog kind of bumped me, but now they're ready to go in the oven, so I'm going to put them in the oven for 375 degrees for an hour. Well, here they are. Now I'm just going to take a brush, and I'm going to brush the tops of them with a little bit of butter just so that the tops don't get hard. But that's it. They're done. That's my bran bread.